Blue Origin just landed their New Glenn booster on Jacqueline drone ship with incredible precision. Elon Musk himself praised it. Now SpaceX is pushing this further, landing both Super Heavy and Starship on ocean platforms, using only engine control, no mechanical catch systems. What makes this exponentially harder than what Blue Origin achieved? And why does SpaceX even need this when Mechazilla works? Welcome to Space Update 24 Hours. Let's dive right in. Back in July 2021, Elon Musk tweeted something that revealed SpaceX's original master plan. Will be epic to see deep sea oil rigs converted to ocean spaceports for Starship. At that time, SpaceX had already purchased two massive oil rigs, Phobos and Deimos, planning to transform them into mobile floating spaceports. One would catch super heavy boosters, the other would handle Starship itself. But within months, both rigs sat abandoned. What went wrong? The reality was brutal. Retrofitting these aging platforms would cost tens of millions, while SpaceX's budget was already stretched thin across Raptor engine development, full system integration, and ground infrastructure. But money wasn't the only problem. As Starship grew more powerful during testing, the rigs revealed fatal flaws. Their deck space was too limited, their structure too weak for high-speed impacts, and installing precision landing systems for vehicles touching down at hundreds of kilometers per hour proved nearly impossible. When your landing vehicle weighs 3,800 tons fully fueled, you can't afford structural weaknesses. That's when SpaceX made their radical decision. Forget ocean platforms. They'd catch boosters mid-air using giant mechanical arms mounted on the launch tower. Mechazilla was born, the oil rigs were mothballed, and ocean landings became backup plans. For 3 years, this strategy worked perfectly. Then Blue Origin reminded everyone why the ocean landing story isn't over. Blue Origin's New Glenn booster, never tell me the odds, just executed a flawless landing on the Jacqueline drone ship. After separating at 100 kilometers altitude, the booster free fell before 3 BE-4 engines ignited. It aimed 70 meters off center initially as a safety buffer, then 2 engines cut off, leaving one burning at 40% throttle. Cold gas thrusters fought ocean winds to keep the 57.5-meter booster vertical, while 6 landing legs deployed. The touchdown came at under 1 meter per second, gentle enough that pyrotechnic charges could weld the legs to the deck, preventing wave-induced tipping. Total elapsed time, just 9 minutes 30 seconds. Even Elon Musk called it impressive. But here's what most people missed about why this matters for SpaceX. Blue Origin succeeded on their second attempt. Falcon 9 needed 4 failures before mastering drone ship landings. They fixed aerodynamics, adjusted flight angles, refined engine timing, basically speed-running the learning curve SpaceX climbed years ago. Yet this achievement exposes SpaceX's current vulnerability. Right now, they're dangerously dependent on Mechazilla for every single Starship landing. That giant mechanical catch system delivers unmatched turnaround speed, but it demands near-perfect precision every time. One miscalculation, one software glitch, one hydraulic failure, and you're looking at catastrophic damage to a billion-dollar launch tower that could shut down Starbase for months. Can SpaceX really afford that single point of failure as they scale to dozens of flights per month? Then there's the noise problem nobody talks about. The FAA recently restricted commercial launches to nighttime during certain periods to reduce air traffic conflicts. Mechazilla catches at Starbase happen just a few kilometers from Boca Chica residences. When 33 Raptor engines fire simultaneously, plus the massive metal-on-metal collision of chopsticks catching a falling booster, the sound is absolutely deafening. That's thousands of residents jolted awake at 2 a.m. How long before local complaints force operational restrictions? A drone ship stationed 600 to 800 kilometers offshore eliminates both problems. The sonic boom dissipates over open ocean. Landing noise vanishes into waves, and SpaceX can operate 24/7 without geographic constraints. But this comes at a cost. You sacrifice rapid turnaround since the ship needs towing back to port. The vehicle requires shore-based maintenance, then pad rollout. Ocean conditions are unpredictable where waves can topple a vertical rocket, which is exactly why Blue Origin welds their booster to the deck. Now here's where things get exponentially more complex. If Starship landed on drone ships, the technical challenge would dwarf what Blue Origin just achieved. You're not watching one landing per flight, you're watching two. New Glenn only recovers its first stage while the second stage becomes expensive space junk. Every New Glenn flight gives you essentially a 2016-era Falcon 9 landing. Starship brings both stages home. The scale difference is staggering. Super Heavy weighs approximately 3,800 tons fully fueled, over 10 times heavier than Falcon 9 and nearly 5 times New Glenn's 800-ton booster. Landing that monster requires flipping it around, guiding it to exact coordinates on a moving platform, and controlling descent with 33 engines simultaneously. NASA during Apollo wouldn't have attempted anything this audacious, and that's just the booster. The Starship upper stage must survive space, perform missions, re-enter through plasma heating, execute its belly flop maneuver, then flip vertical for landing. This 50-meter-tall, 120-ton vehicle needs to stick a propulsive landing with the same precision. New Glenn's expendable second stage will never attempt any of this. But can you even build landing legs strong enough to handle these forces? The economics reveal another crucial advantage. Every New Glenn flight discards its second stage, tens of millions of dollars gone forever. Starship's fuel costs about $900,000 per flight, with both stages returning. At high flight rates, marginal costs could drop below $10 million per launch. Cheaper than Falcon 9 today. Those savings compound with every flight. Blue Origin does hold one current advantage, though. New Glenn has 6 deployable landing legs that can be welded to the drone ship deck. Starship doesn't have ocean landing legs yet because SpaceX focused exclusively on Mechazilla catches. Adding them means solving massive engineering challenges, designing legs that can absorb thousands of tons of touchdown force on a rocking platform while supporting a 50-meter-tall vehicle. New Glenn's smaller 57.5-meter booster makes this problem simpler. Fortunately, SpaceX has a starting point. The HLS lunar Starship already features deployable legs designed for uneven moon terrain. The challenge is scaling this up for Super Heavy, likely requiring designs 5 times larger than Falcon 9's legs, with sophisticated hydraulic dampers to distribute loads from 33 engines. It's not impossible, just extraordinarily difficult. Despite these challenges, Mechazilla remains the primary goal, the breakthrough that enables true rapid reuse. Boosters can turn around in days instead of months. Ocean landings serve as crucial backup, adding flexibility for missions where tower catches might be too risky. This is Musk's ultimate vision. Boosters launching, getting caught, refurbished quickly, then relaunching weekly or even daily. By November 2025, SpaceX had expanded this into a network of 5 Mechazilla towers across America. At Starbase in Boca Chica, 2 towers will enable 25 to 44 flights annually. Florida's LC-39A targets its first Starship flight in Q2 2026, leveraging near-equatorial location to save fuel on Starlink missions. 2 massive new towers at SLC-37 could eventually support 76 flights per year, double LC-39A's capacity. This infrastructure build-out reveals SpaceX's real ambition, transforming spaceflight from rare events into routine operations, with drone ships providing the flexibility to make it all work. So what's the real takeaway here? Blue Origin proved ocean landings work reliably. They deserve respect for that execution. But when SpaceX brings this capability to Starship, you're looking at something exponentially more complex. 2 fully reusable stages per flight, vehicles 10 times heavier, and operational costs that could revolutionize space access economics. This isn't just about backup plans. It's about building the redundancy needed to scale from a few flights per year to hundreds. Mechazilla delivers unmatched speed for rapid reuse, but drone ships provide the flexibility to operate 24/7 without noise restrictions, geographic limits, or single-point failure risks. That 5-tower network across Texas and Florida, combined with ocean landing capability, that's the infrastructure for true spaceflight industrialization. The question isn't whether SpaceX can do this. With their Falcon 9 track record and existing HLS landing leg designs, it's practically inevitable. The question is timing and priority. Will they perfect Mechazilla first, or develop both systems in parallel? What's your take? Should SpaceX prioritize drone ship capability or focus entirely on tower catches? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If this breakdown gave you new insights into where spaceflight is headed, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to Space Update 24 Hours and hit the notification bell so you never miss our deep dives into the technology reshaping humanity's future among the stars. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.